Hey, it's Dave Wyman. Time for Football 101. I'm sitting in Jake Heaps' couch here. We're going to look at a number of screenshots. So thought we'd have a seat and just mostly do stuff off of the iPad. And what we're going to look at are some screen plays. So that's a play where the quarterback drops back like it's a pass, and you're trying to get the linebackers to drop out of there, and then you're trying to get the defensive linemen to chase you back, because on a screenplay, a quarterback will take a normal drop and then retreat another 3 or 4 steps, trying to influence the D-line to chase him, and then you dump it over the defensive lineman's head to the running back, and then they've got blockers out in front, and it's a difficult play, especially for linebackers. But you have to have a sense and a nose for the screenplay, because especially if you're a defensive lineman, the joke used to always be that, hey, you're not that good of a pass rusher, okay? They're letting you go, because that's what's happening. The offensive line blocks at first, and then they let the defensive lineman go. So you really have to have a feel for that. So let's take a look at it. And the first one we'll look at is against Minnesota. And this was, one that they didn't play very well. And so what they're trying to do, again, is get these linemen to go upfield, get these linebackers to drop out of here, and then you create this big void, and the running back releases there into that void behind his offensive lineman, and then he's got a whole, brigade of blockers in front of him. And let's check this out from the end zone. This is what it looks like from, as far as a quarterback. And the thing that you see is that on this that's so significant is the 2 linebackers have their backs to the line of scrimmage, and they're running out of there. And a lot of times on play action pass, that is what you want to do, but on a screen it's a killer, because you don't see what's going on behind you. You don't see the play develop, and the defensive linemen all are on a hard pass rush here, and you can see the running back right here. He's releasing over here, and then all these linemen are going to come down and lead the way. So, they really, and here's another linebacker with his back turned, running out of there. So they're creating a huge space, and they pick up a ton of yards on this play. And here's the end result from the sidelines. So, again, you see Jamal Adams comes running over here and makes a tackle for like 16, 17 yards downfield, but you don't see any of the linebackers back here. And all the defensive linemen have run upfield. So they're in this huge area, this big void right here in the defense. So Seahawks defense did not play that one well. Let's look at another one from the Ram game. Again, trying to get these guys upfield. Quarterback takes a drop, and then another little drop, and dumps the ball over their heads to the running back, and then these linemen all release downfield and get blockers. And this is another example of the Seahawks defense not doing it correctly. Here's a great example, a great picture of what they're trying to do. Now, Bobby Wagner is out here because he's got man-to-man coverage, but as you can see, he's got 3 blockers right there to contend with. So, the defensive linemen just, once again, there's 4 guys in the backfield. This guy, Brian Monet, starts to recognize it, but it's too late for him. And then these guys also, and the other thing is you had Jamal, and that's Jamal Adams right there, coming on a blitz. He didn't read it very well either. So this one looks like it's off to the races, and it is. Here's another shot of it, and again, you can see the lineman here just from the end zone, but these guys with Jamal and Rasheem Green, these guys are all still just rushing the passer like crazy. And this is the end result right here. You got a running back out here in space. You got blockers downfield, the receivers blocking downfield. There's big Brian Monet trying to chug out there and run down a running back, but it's a little bit too late. But now let's take a look at one that they did well, actually, from the Thursday night game against the Rams. Here we go in their alignment, and once again, these guys have wised up to the screen game, and hopefully they get it for good. And it doesn't just go for, the defensive linemen. It's also, linebackers recognizing it. It's kind of a feel thing. Like, you really have to work on, the really good screen teams have a really good sense of timing of when to let the defensive linemen go, and, how to not, give it away early on. So let's take a look at how the Seahawks play this one. The thing that you can see different in this picture is in the last one, everybody was all the way upfield. But you can see Poona Ford and Darrell Taylor both sniffed this one out. They read it. They were able to sense that, remember last time, yeah, they were all up here, and now they're getting a little bit of a feel for it. And Poona Ford, a really good feel for it, and he's gonna, because here's the screen guy right here, and he's gonna be able to make a tackle on him. And here's the final result. There's big Poona Ford. So, yeah, again, I mean, we would have seen all the defensive linemen way up here on the last couple of examples, and this is one where Poona Ford gets it down. And I think really this is like the first screenplay that they played really well this year. And once you do it, you pretty much have the recipe for it, you know. So hopefully the Seahawks will be able to continue to improve and pick up the screen pass, because as you can see, I mean, these are going for big gainers if you don't stop them. And it's all about having a sense for, the feel for the offense, and also just the offensive linemen, letting the defensive linemen win and how they release and everything. So Seahawks definitely improved on their play of the screen.